everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Pleasant Valley on the RDAllen multiplayer server. And we are joined on the server at the moment by King Joker, Thomas, Dimenchi, and Marigen. And this episode, hopefully we're going to be doing some more factory work. And I was looking at the factories we have and don't have. And I thought we'd start off this episode by seeing if we can purchase another factory here. Let's see if I bring up the screen here. Looking at Frito-Lays. Let's make some potato chips. The green ones here are ones we currently own. And if we look at Frito-Lay here, $320,000. And you need a rating of 95. Our current rating is 99. And by the way, to bring up that screen, by the way, it is shift ? So right shift and question mark will bring up this screen. I don't really know what the point of the map is, other than it shows the map here. It doesn't actually show you where any of these places actually are on it that I know of. And then, of course, the question mark here actually brings up the menu system. So, anyway, let's close that. We're going to head up to the real estate office here. Let's see what's here. I don't know if I can go out that way or not. We'll just go this way here, I guess. And we'll take our road train here. Although it might small of a road train, only 2 trailers. Still probably big enough for most cases, though.
And sometimes it takes forever for them to give you a no answer or a price.
Okay. I'm assuming the price is probably a little bit higher than what they actually say.
Probably.
Okay.
Sometimes the owner will say, nope, he's not selling it. Or sometimes, and then the other times, they'll tell you how much he'll sell it for.
Okay. I'm going to see if we get maybe Frito-Lay.
Chippity chips.
You betcha.
You can put in for a few of them if you wanted to. That way you can, if they come up, you can decide if you want to buy them or not.
Okay, that might be a good idea. Yeah, maybe we'll do what Joker said there. And maybe buy a couple of these places here. So this is the real estate office here. Opens at 8 o'clock. I was down here earlier. Didn't want opens like, oh yeah. Joker's like, yep, it opens at 8. Oh, also got good value barbecue right next to it there.
I need to go, guys. See you later.
Okay. Bank. I don't think this actually does anything. And then this is, from what I've been told, I haven't used this place yet, is the upgrades, I guess. So, oh yeah, okay, for like the silos. Yeah, we don't need any of that either. I'm assuming we just have to click on it here. Yes. And what other ones would we like to get if we're getting any? Kellogg's. Sam Adams, we don't have quite enough rating for that. That would be the brewery, I believe. Furniture Factory. Pepsi. Ooh, Pepsi. Oh, that'd be probably be Thomas's favorite right there. Unfortunately, we do not have the rating for that one either. Oh, Shell Fuel. Wow. Another beer place. Let's go with Kellogg's then. We'll do both of those. Not sure how long it'll take for us to get an answer on that. So, while we're waiting for an answer, let's check some of these other factories here, see what we can do. Let's, what factories do we own? Ordinary concrete. We did some of the concrete there last episode. Did we actually ever get water to it? I know it was close to needing water. Maybe we'll do that here in a moment. And hopefully we'll get an answer yet this episode. Nope, no, that's not concrete. Where is concrete? There it is. That's still not the concrete. There, do this. There, now it's concrete. Someone must have brought it water. It's actually looking pretty good. We're also full on concrete. We can maybe actually sell some concrete here, maybe. That could be something we could do. I'll keep on looking through here a moment, though. Hops and props. We do own that one. How is that looking? That's right up by Allen's farm here, so that's something we could... ooh, hemp. Okay. So we can bring some hemp here to Hops and Props. So first things first, do we have any hemp? And my mouse disappeared on me. How convenient. There we go. That has been noted. Somebody said that mouse does disappear every now and then while using the menu system. I don't know why. There it went again. Okay. Why it does that. But it's kind of annoying. The warehouses, we're going to head over to Allen's farm here. Hops and props. Hemp, we have 371,000 liters of hemp. So let's load up hops and props here. And hopefully we'll get an offer here for our chip or the Kellogg's there. Either one of the two. And like I said, we'll just head back to Allen's farm here. We'll just take the shortcut down the hill here. I don't know if there actually is an official way down through this way or not. Also, just remember we need to check as well liquid fertilizer. The larger seeder takes liquid fertilizer. I was starting to work on that last time I was on the server here, so maybe we'll look into that as well. So we need hemp. 371,000 liters of it. We'll just fill up both trailers here. And while we're waiting, we'll see if we can read some comments here a moment. Randy was saying, being a custom applicator, we usually spray at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And dry fertilizer at up to 20 miles per hour. So yeah, like I said, the fact that Farming Simulator only lets you go 7 miles per hour with a sprayer is kind of odd to me. Kind of curious, is that like a European thing maybe? Maybe you can only go 7 miles per hour spraying in Europe or something? I don't know. But yeah, like Randy said there, definitely see sprayers going a lot faster than 7 miles per hour. At least the self-propelled ones anyway. Like he was saying, I would say usually about 15 miles per hour. Jacob was saying, love your work. Been watching you for over a year now. Cool. Thank you very much for that. Keegan was saying, the Giants website will not let me download the DLC. Well, if you purchase the DLC through the Giants website, you should receive an email with a download link. And with that download link and the product key, you should be able to download the DLC. If you're not, maybe try different web browsers. You know, if you're using Internet Explorer, try Google Chrome. Or if you're using Google Chrome, try Internet Explorer instead. Something like that. See if a different web browser will work. Farm Boy was asking, can anybody recommend some mods to me? I'm having a hard time finding mods for Rattlesnake Valley. Well, it all depends on what kind of mods you're looking for. I would just say start looking at the mod websites. Don't think you can actually go through that gate there. I'm pretty sure you got to go through this the other way. This is Hops and Props. It's right next to us here on the left side. And hopefully it is actually open as well. That is actually something you need to watch with some of the factories here. And again, I'll just show you that to you folks. You're wondering, Hops and Props, if you mouse over the name up here, you can see working hours. It is not open. Okay. I would have suspected it would have been open by now. Well, that's a slight problem. Do I want to fast forward time? Not really. But I guess we don't have much of a choice. Well, maybe we can. Let's check and see what's here. I'm going to disconnect the trailers here. We'll leave the trailers there. Like I said, we do need some liquid fertilizer here as well. That's the problem with working on these factories here. Actually being able to do what I'd like to be able to do in an episode. Sometimes it's kind of difficult due to time constraints and what's available. Also, again, for those of you not familiar with this map, you do have to make your own, or you can at least make your own seed, fertilizer, and liquid fertilizer. We have no liquid fertilizer. Okay. Now I went ahead and brought some dry pellet fertilizer up here for the liquid fertilizer here. Bring up this monitor here. We need dry fertilizer, which is what I brought already. And then we need water. So we need some water here first. I'm assuming that's where the water goes. So let's go grab some water here for the liquid fertilizer. And this is the seed production facility right next to us. For seeds, it is any crop type, at least in-game crop type anyway. Any in-game grain. And then fertilizer. So again, the dry fertilizer. And we'll drive past the dry fertilizer place here in a moment. We're going to pick up a couple of water tankers, I'm going to say. Oh, there's Heartland bread there as well, just for the fun of it. Can we purchase Heartland bread? Or is that one of the more expensive ones? Oh, we actually could. Okay. We'll have to see this. Maybe we can put a bid in for Heartland bread as well. I have to drive back up to the real estate office there, though. And Joker pointed this out to me. And this goes for a few other places on this map as well, which I could find kind of annoying. They are not labeled on the map. So kind of annoying the mod author doesn't have them labeled. I suppose it might get a little crowded maybe if he did label everything, but still, it'd be nice if he did have it labeled so you can just jump over to it, or at least find it. Okay, so this is the solid fertilizer here, dry fertilizer. It takes silt and digestate. And then you get dry fertilizer. So the digestate is empty. We can get that from the Allen farm. And I'm assuming there's probably still some in our slurry, or not the slurry tank. Well, yeah, it'd be the slurry tank, yes. Pretty sure it's the slurry tank there that actually is holding the digestate. Instead of a slurry in this case. So we're heading down to the shop here, pick up a couple water tankers. And one thing we're not sure about, we have the water break mod on the server. And for those of you not familiar with that mod, it simply breaks the water so you can drive through it or in it. Reason being up by the quarry, or I don't know about the quarry, by the gravel, I think, and sand areas and silt. If you drive in the water to get sand and silt, well, you're obviously going to wreck your vehicle. So to get around that, we got the water break mod. So we're going to head off to the custom road train pack here, grab ourselves a couple water tankers. We need one of those. Color, well, of course, we're going to go with green. Trim color, yellow. Groovy FS brand decals. Sure, why not? Oh, yeah, we'll leave all the rest the same. And then we'll take one of those. Again, you folks should be able to guess what colors here. And the rest will leave the same. Okay, there we go. And we'll get the other one attached here. So far, the theme here at Allen's Farm has been mostly green-styled equipment. Obviously, John Deere colors. Okay, we'll head back up to Allen's Farm here. And we'll see once if we can get water out of the sand pit. If not, which I'm suspecting we might not be able to because of the water break mod, we're going to head over to probably the quarry area. Up by the quarry area, there's a water tank. I don't know if there's any other water on this side of the map or not. At least water we can get anyway. I'm hoping the sand pit will work, but if not, like I said, we're going to have to make a long drive all the way up to the quarry area. Razor was asking, why did you make those fields that you planted in the video grass fields? Those are some big fields. Well, the plan is to chop those fields. We're going to be chopping those fields of grass. This is the sand pit here. Of course, it's water. And to get sand out of here, almost going to have to drive in the water to do it. So, let's see. Can we fill up from here? Lower ladders and open fill point. See if that makes a difference. I don't know if it does or not. We can unload here. Well, that doesn't do much good. I think it gets deeper here at some point along the way. I mean, pretty much had the tractor buried in here at one time, so it should be a deeper spot somewhere. Like I said, I am suspecting, though, the reason it's not going to work is because we have the water break mod, so this probably is not going to work. Oh, pretty sure there's a deeper spot around here somewhere. Those who watched the episode getting sand there, pretty much had the tractor... Well, yeah, the tractor was pretty much entirely buried. Oh, right here might be a little bit deeper. Yeah, there we go. I should be able to fill the tankers now, that's for sure. Nope, looks like this is not going to work. I'm assuming these hold water. They should anyway. It's the same set as far as I know that Thomas is using, so looks like we're going to have to head over to the other side of the map, unfortunately. I was kind of afraid of that. Oh, look at the rear tank there. David was asking, great video, and can you send me a link to the silo displays you are using? Because he can't get any of the ones he's tried to work. The silo displays I'm using on Hobbs Farm is actually part of the map. So if you update your Hobbs Farm, and I forget what version, it's like 166. I don't think they actually changed the version number on it. But the updated version of Hobbs Farm. That mud pit's going to cause us to jackknife there. The updated version of Hobbs Farm has the silo displays on it. So I do not actually have a separate mod for silo displays. Oh, and we can't get up to the main road from here? I did not realize that. Okay. Well, that's less than ideal. Oh, more water over here. I wonder if this would work. This is actually, I think, yeah, this is the silt here. Let's just try it for the fun of it here. Quick a minute. That looks like a negatory. Now we need to be able to get out of here. And again, like I said, this is all silt here. So silt for the fertilizer, this is where you would get that from. And this, again, is one reason you need the water break mod, or the water break mod comes in handy anyway. You can actually drive in there and actually get the silt. Otherwise, you risk, you know, wrecking your tractor and having to reset your tractor and vehicles and whatnot. Okay, to the other side of the map then. Shouldn't actually take us too long to get there, so we'll just keep recording here, I guess. And still waiting for our offer on the Frito-Lays yet as well. And we're pretty much just going to take the highway all the way around the map here. John was saying when doing the pull-offs there, at that size, it's not the horsepower that's important, it's the traction. Exactly. And with that traction, of course, I mean, horsepower is obviously required for the traction, but then weight of the vehicle as well as, you know, tracks, tires, that type of thing. Adam was saying, Big Bud's the king of all tractors. Yes, it pretty much is, or at least the largest tractor anyway. I really haven't made anything bigger yet. Okay, and somewhere around this corner of the map here, there is a refill spot for water. Tim was saying there is a handbrake mod. They want to check that out. That actually might be a good idea. I will have to look into that maybe. Put the handbrake mod on for when you do the pull-offs. That might be a benefit and actually get a little better results that way. Okay. Oh, there it is right down there. We're heading off cross country here. Oh, I guess there's a road right there, isn't there? This is the greenhouse area of the map. And again, another place that is kind of, at least to me anyway, annoyingly not labeled. Hey, there we go. We can refill the road train from here. Bryce was saying my uncle owns a Case Patriot sprayer and go about 15 to 20 miles per hour while spraying. Jeffrey was saying, just a thought here. Have you tried the anhydrous ammonia applicators? They can do 3 stages of fertilizer in 1 swipe on most of the field. I have not. I will definitely have to check those out. I have not actually... I don't think I've seen any anhydrous implements. So definitely, like I said, I'll have to check that out here. And refill the rear one. Of course, what's cool about these road train trailers... Obviously, you got the texture on it, so you can see what's in there, which is water. Water transport, 40,000 liters, fill level there. And we got a fill level on the back one as well. You can see it going up. Kind of a cool little water graphic there on the rear. But yeah, depending on what you put in here, you will get little cool graphics like that. I don't know if it does it for everything, because obviously on this map, at least, there's quite a few different types. But I'm sure at least for, like the basics, water, probably, I'm assuming these hold slurry as well. Milk. Fuel. It looks like it holds mostly just all the in-game stuff here. So yeah, it probably actually has graphics for all of that then. Wyatt was saying, I like that you're a family-friendly channel and hope you stay that way. Yes, I plan on staying that way. Trent was asking, can you get an 8 RT or a 9 RT John Deere? Yes, that was actually kind of my plan for the next big tractor there in Hobbs Farm. Probably getting a 9 RT. Probably would get a 9RX, but I'm not aware of a good 9RX mod for Farming Simulator 17 yet, so... Gaming was saying, great video. Really enjoy your channel. Keep up the excellent work. Thank you very much for that. Second Gear Gaming was saying you should try this in a multiplayer, talking about the pull-offs there. That way you can both start at the same time. It probably would be a little bit more fair, yes. Although still, you might not be able to, just tell them both people to start. They're probably not both going to start at exactly the same time, so you're still not probably going to get a real good result with that. But it probably would be better. Okay, we'll head back to Allen's side of the map here and fill up the liquid fertilizer there. Not sure how much water it needed, but we got 100,000 liters headed its way, so that should be enough. No, I was saying the only thing I don't use in the Big Bud DLC is the Big Bud tractors. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose. Although there is some nice equipment in that DLC as well. Again, for those of you who have not seen the Big Bud DLC, which I don't know how you couldn't, definitely worth checking out there. Some nice large equipment. So for those of you who like large equipment, definitely want to check that DLC out. Grandpa's Gaming was saying, very good test. Thank you very much for that. I'm not sure how good of a test it really was, but I guess we gave it our best. Let's put it that way. Dean was asking, how many gigabytes of RAM do you need to run Farming Simulator at max graphics? I do not know on that one. I guess it would be a couple of gigabytes. Oh, it's 10 o'clock too. We can deliver our hemp there. Oh, don't jackknife it. Ooh, good, we didn't. Robert was saying, great videos. Keep up the good work. Again, thank you very much for that. Okay. Can we drive alongside here, I wonder? And I realized we left the tanks open. Oh, well. Might have lost a little water, you know, going down the road, sloshing back and forth. Ah, there we go. Unload water. Helps if you have the right tank selected. Farming for the Win was saying, nice video. Thank you very much for that. Joe was asking, and this is kind of a real life question here. Does the orange mallet you're using on the axe have a brand name? Says he needs one. So yes, for those of you who watched the axe video there, hanging an axe, the orange hammer I was using, I believe that's a Tecton hammer. T-E-K-T-O-N. Tecton. Tecton. Might not be saying that exactly right, but something like that. Unload water. Unload the rear one here. And it's simply just a dead blow hammer. Joelle was asking, do you need all the DLCs to join the multiplayer server? No, you do not. And I just realized here, I've not actually mentioned if you want to join us on the multiplayer server here. Information is in the description below. Also, make sure you join us on TeamSpeak. So if you want to join us on this multiplayer servers here, make sure you start out by joining us on TeamSpeak first. Information for the TeamSpeak server can be found in the description of this video below, as well as download links for the mods for both servers. And then, of course, once you join TeamSpeak, you can get the rest of the information for joining the servers as well. And, of course, anybody's welcome to join as long as you follow the rules, play nicely. It is free to join the multiplayer servers. Both TeamSpeak and, obviously, to join the Farming Simulator servers is free. Really, the only thing you have to pay for is, of course, have Farming Simulator 17. Okay, there we go. Tanks are empty. Let's go back to the farm here. We'll drop the tanks off, and then we'll empty the hemp, and we'll probably call it an episode. There's lots of harvesting that can be done up at Allen's farm if you want. Okay, I'm going to park the road train here between the two bunkers. That's kind of where I've been... Oh, not in the bunker. Next to the bunker wall here, I've been parking the road train here. Not, again, that it's that much of a road train necessarily, but... That was probably an autosave there, I'm assuming. Just hopefully that's what that lag spike was. Oh, right through the mud. At least I've noticed, at least I haven't anyway, gotten stuck in on any of the mud here on Pleasant Valley. I'm not saying you can't, but I have not so far gotten stuck in any mud yet. Oh, wait. Do I have to come in the other way? Maybe I got this backwards. Thought you entered this. No, wait a minute. Pretty sure you do. Double check here. Rid of that menu there so I can read this one. Ops and props. It is working. Okay, so it should be open. Maybe you have to go in the other way here. That could very well be. I know you can only go in one way, but I thought that was the way. Apparently, maybe it is this way. Let's find out here a minute. Oh, yep, it is this way. So, okay, you have to go in it from this way here. And the dump spot, I'm pretty sure, is the smaller one here. The pickup is the larger one there. Oh, maybe that's actually the larger one. Oh, really? That seems kind of odd. Because the filling spot is actually right here. But anyway, folks, on that note, I think we'll wrap up the episode here. We'll dump the other trailer here a moment. Again, if you want to join us on the multiplayer server, information is in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.